Two-factor authentication, 2FA, why use it, and what are the best options? My thanks to Luis Corrons for his insight on this topic. More about Luis and his articles at the link listed. Using 2FA significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized access to people's accounts. Unfortunately, the traditional method of protecting an account with just a password is still used by the vast majority of people. With the number of security breaches and hacks that happen on a daily basis, relying solely on a password is useless and puts your sensitive information at risk. Your password will be stolen, that's a fact. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and how many times. The problem with passwords is that they are easily compromised. Even if you choose a strong and complex password, it can still be hacked or guessed by a determined cybercriminal. Passwords are also vulnerable to phishing attacks, where hackers trick people into giving away their passwords or other sensitive information. And if none of that works, there are billions, literally, of credentials for sale. 2FA is a security measure that requires two forms of identification to access an account, adding an extra layer of security to protect your sensitive information. 2FA can take various forms, including receiving a one-time code by a text message or a mobile app, using a hardware token, or using biometric factors like fingerprints or facial recognition. The importance of 2FA for consumers lies in the fact that it significantly reduces the risk of unauthorized access to their accounts. Even if a hacker manages to obtain a user's password, they still require an additional form of authentication, which is typically much more challenging to obtain. Next, we'll discuss the most popular types of two-factor authentication, 2FA. SMS-based 2FA. This involves receiving a one-time code via text message to authenticate the user's account. The advantage is that it's easy to set up and use. The disadvantage is that SMS messages can be intercepted or spoofed, and SIM swapping is more and more common. Authenticator apps are mobile apps that generate one-time codes for authentication. They are more secure than SMS-based 2FA, as the codes are generated locally on the user's device. The disadvantage is that the user must have a smartphone or other device to use the app. Hardware tokens. These are physical devices that generate one-time codes for authentication. The advantage is that they are very secure and not vulnerable to hacking or phishing attacks. The disadvantage is that they can be costly and may be difficult to set up. Let's face it, most people today have a lot of accounts. That means setting up 2FA across every account can seem daunting. Start by securing your email accounts with 2FA. Many online accounts offer the ability to reset your credentials if you forget them, and in most cases, they do so by sending an email message. Securing the inbox has to be the primary goal. Otherwise, you risk having most, if not all, your accounts stolen. Using authenticator apps such as Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator is the most straightforward approach. Both are free and most services support them. It is important that all accounts be protected by 2FA for that extra layer of protection. You will significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access to your accounts and protect your sensitive information from cyber threats once you've protected these accounts with 2FA. Stay safe, stay secure, and remember that 1 + 1 equals 2FA. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening.